Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Check. Go. Hey, watch the slip.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Wentz, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brings up second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They run again on first down, Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Mike, 55.
From the shotgun, Griffin. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll try the left side with Dorsett. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
52's the mic. Watch the run. He's coming. We got double up.
Maybe a free play here for Griffin. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Running right, it's Dorsett. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run with Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They try again with Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Switch. Hey, watch it. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch the edge.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Griffin. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Take four.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On the toss, it's Dorsett. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Play action. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to... Hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 43 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for two. Play of the half. It's Griffin, and that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 52. Let's go. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now it's Dorsett, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
On the give, this is Dorsett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run. It's Dorsett. About 3 yards there to the 27.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? 65.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trey 15.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Sunday. Watch the twins.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A toss play. This is Peterson. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
A very important extra point there, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check nine, check nine. He's checking. Crash.
Now Dorsett. They find some open field here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. 54 Mike. Danny.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's letting this one go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wentz. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Here we go, dude. Here I come.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, remember, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Out of the gun, Griffin. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Griffin on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A pickup of 5 that time at a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Griffin going to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That boy's got 4 down. Just like that. No, check it out.
Now RG3. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Griffin. And he's going to go down again. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in